Morning everybody, Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day. Today we're going to be using Stirling's Naked and Smooth. Yep, if you like something that's just the base of Stirling without any scent, there you go. And you can add whatever scent you want. Yes, we do. Today we're going to be adding a little bit, we added some Avon. Is that all right? Yeah, Avon Wild Country. There you go. I sent some of this stuff over to Sig Solo, so yeah, he knows how good this stuff is. Ah, it smells so good. Reminds me, so every time I smell this stuff, it's like I think immediately of my grandfather, because he used this all the time, and so I did too. And I got a nice supply of it around the house in different places. All right, so then we're going to use the first use of Wizamet blades with the Krisp razor. Nice little combination. This razor works really good with the first or second use razor blade. So it's like get something that's nice and sharp. Yeah, kind of a mild razor. So there you go. Now the nice thing about this stuff is that it has no scent, and you can take whatever aftershave. It's like any of the stuff that you have up on the shelf that you like, and you just like add a little bit of it to it, and you're like, oh, yep. It smells like Avon Wild Country soap. Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of places out there that do make their own this base. So, yeah. If you got a base that you like, go ahead and do it. Do it. There is an affiliate link down below to the razor company. If we ever get to 500, it's like, I was really close. I was up to 496. I was like, yeah, we're getting there. And all of a sudden, it just like overnight, I lost a ton of subscribers overnight. I was like, what the heck happened? I don't know. It's like everybody decided to jump ship all at once with a video I put out. Then everybody's like, I don't like you anymore. Oh, okay. It's like I've been stagnant forever now. It's just like you get a bunch of growth and all of a sudden it just dies. I've been saying for months now, it's like, hey, as soon as we get to 500, we'll do the giveaway. And it's like, I can't get past that point. I don't know what the heck's going on. But then you watch everybody else that has channels like that start way after you. They're already to 1,000, or, you know, it's like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I don't know. It's like that cult of personality, I guess. I just don't have it. Oh, man, it's slick. Yeah, I really like this. Stirling's got an excellent base for their soap. It glides right over. There's a not so, it's a little more aggressive than a King C Gillette. So if you ever use a King C Gillette, the Krisp razor is slightly more aggressive. It's similar to an Edwin Jagger D89 head. Not quite as aggressive as it. They're just it's like a scale of aggression when it comes to my razors. I have some that are fairly aggressive that, well, I don't use them very often. I have this one I got from Scott, the shaving the peg leg. I can get it out of the holder here. Come out of there. It's the Avon and Evans AE razor, this little bugger. Kind of aggressive. Interesting thing is that you got to push the bottom to get it to open up. It's a butterfly, but it's a spring loaded. Man, this spring is tough. Try putting, it's like you got to do it with one hand. It's like, and then you're trying to put, it's like, and you're trying to put the blade in. You're like trying, like, oh. One false move and your fingers like, oh my gosh. I guess cut them to pieces. Yeah. I like this Krisp razor. It could easily have been a daily driver for me. My daily driver is my Rockwell 6S razor. It gets used most of the time off camera. I think Sig forgive me with that one. Excellent gift that keeps on giving type of thing. But but if I'm shaving on camera, it's like it get kind of boring if you always see me using the same razor and blades all the time. May seem like I do, but I try to rotate through them on camera. Oh, this video is being recorded in advance because next week I'll be during the fair and I won't be able to have time to do videos next week because I'm spending 12 hours a day outside sitting in a chair parking cars trying to make some money. Yeah. So sit in the shade, swing a stick, whoring out my yard, basically. Yeah, what can you do? At least this time, you know, it's like my wife will be around to help out. Normally it's me out there all by myself, except on the weekends. Now that she's retired, she didn't have to report back to work. She reports back to work typically is before the fair starts, or about the same on a Monday of the first fair type of deal. So it is. It's one of those things where it's like, oh man, the number of times it's like, oh, there's nobody around. Okay, I'm gonna run in real quick and grab a quick bite to eat and come out. And it's like you come out and the neighbors, oh, you're inside, and I just parked 3 cars where you're in there. It's like, and then you sit for another hour or two before you get another car parked. And you're like, oh my god. It's like I used to be the only person on the whole corner area that would park vehicles, and everybody started seeing how successful it was, and then they started parking cars too. So what used to be is like I used to get 50, 60 vehicles a day. Not anymore. Because, you know, you got to divide your services up amongst 4 individuals. So on those weekdays, it gets harder. And then my neighbor who would see people just drive right up into my yard and park themselves, and they come out and they start talking with you, the people that parked, you know, they've been parking with you for 20, 30 years, you know. And not quite 30. It's been, well, it'll be 28 years. I have to think about that. So my kid was just a baby, just walking around, and he was seeing people on corners swinging a stick. So he came home one day, when we came home, he got out and found a stick in the yard, and he just walks over in the corner and starts swinging it. And somebody comes, drives up, you guys parking cars? Yeah, I guess we are. I blame my little kid for doing that. That got us started in parking vehicles, and we made a lot of money over the years. We had one neighbor that across the street here, which now parks cars, because the neighbor that lived there, they got divorced and they moved. They would put up a sign like $1,000 per car, you know, that type of, as a joke, and free beer. That was the sign they would put up, and people would drive. Are they serious? I'm not sure. So they would park with us. And I always said, you know, it's like one of those deals where what would happen if a big ass bus drove up? They gave him the $1,000 and hey, give us the beer. Whoa, advertising. Yeah, you're advertising free beer. The whole party bus wants beer. But it never happened. Then when they got divorced and moved out, new guy moved in and started parking vehicles. I've helped him organize his yard into a more efficient way of getting more vehicles in. Because like on the weekdays, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of the fair, jeez, you're turning people away because you fill up because everybody comes on the weekend, and you turn people away because you fill up. It's typically by 9-10 o'clock on a weekday. A weekend, you're full. People drive up, hey, you got a spot? And it's like, we always park with you. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm full. And go park with my neighbors. And then it's like over full. Then he's full. And it's like, I got a couple other neighbors that I started just parking them. And it's like, you guys want to park cars? And well, we never thought about it. It's like, I got people, I'm turning people away. And it's like, you can make money. And then they started doing it they only do it on the weekends. Because, I don't fill up anymore on the weekdays because my neighbor across the way, he takes the other half mostly. But on the weekends, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the fair, man, it is just freaking packed. And they can get about 8-10 cars in their yard because the way they got trees and everything. I park my backyard and all that. They don't. So they get about 8-10 cars in theirs, help them out, and they're happy. They're just like, hey, we make some money, we're good. One neighbor, he's like, hey, it's like I make enough to buy smokes. And that's what he does. He just parks vehicles and buys his cigarettes. Smokes like a chimney, but it's their lifestyle. They want to do it. His wife said, Kevin, you just need to quit smoking and save us all kinds of money. Because his wife doesn't smoke. He's like, if you're going to smoke, you're outside. They bought the house, 5 years ago? And she said, you are not coming in the house. You're not smoking in the house at all. It's be like 20 below and he's out there on the front step smoking away. Like, gotta get his fix in. Yeah, I'll be out there talking with him some nights. I'll be out looking at the stars and stuff, and he's out there, and he'll see me and he'll come over and talk. He's retired. The other neighbor across the way, he works for the city. He makes more than my wife does, and pulls in about $100K a year working for the freaking city as a worker. And he gets all kinds of overtime, so he's making tons of money. And the wintertime when snow plows are running, he makes even more because then he's pushing snow. But yeah, he gets irritated. He's like, he sees these people come up and drive up into my yard. I got people, like I said, that just been parking with me forever and a day, and they'll show up. I got some two couples that are from my hometown area of Muscatine. They'll show up and it's like, hey, we're back. Hey, welcome back. And we brought stuff, and they'll bring Muscatine watermelon and cantaloupe. And it's like, here you go. They'll give you $20-something worth of watermelon and muskmelon, cantaloupe every year. And then they'll give you another $10 to park. And they say, yeah, we'll be back on these days. Just save us a spot. And it's like during the weekday. And it's like, oh, yeah, no problem. Just park down there. Tell them where to. It's like, if I'm not out, just park there and you can give me the money later. They do. And then when they come out, hey, we brought more watermelon. Need any more? Like, actually, cantaloupe. My wife and I like cantaloupe more than the watermelon. I like watermelon. My wife is not much of a watermelon eater, but I love watermelon. Which is interesting, is that I've never found a watermelon candy or scent that smells like or tastes like watermelon. It just is like, bleh. You know, they got watermelon soaps out there, and I've had some samples, and I'm like, ugh. No, that smells disgusting. Don't know why. It's just like my system doesn't work very well. What happens when you got a good sniffer, I guess, and taste buds. This seems tastes so wrong. I don't know what the deal is. Same way it can be said about like banana flavored stuff, artificially flavored. Oh, it's that one candy. It's the circus peanuts that are supposed to be banana flavored. I was like, no, I never liked those things. They just taste wrong to me. And like, you can give me some like black licorice, I'm happy. I love black licorice, but certain flavors just don't taste like they're supposed to. Oh. Yeah, this smells good. Works good, nice and slick. And I like this stuff. But hopefully by this now, when this video comes out, I've done a good job of bringing in some income. Which we really need it, you know, the way inflation is there right now. It's like 30% or something like that is how much inflation's been, and how much everything's gone up by about 30% in the last 3 years. And we're looking at like scotches. It's like a bottle of scotch used to cost me, let's say some of the ones I like, let's say I can pick them up for $30. Now they're like 50. And if it was a $50 bottle, it's going for about 80 now. It's like crazy. I look at stuff and go, oh, I wish I could buy that. Now I just savor what I do have. Yeah, I don't know about you. Any bit of income that comes in, I'm happy. Now, the big thing is like, forecast says for a little bit of rain, some days of rain. Oh God, I hope it stays away. It's one of the worst things that could happen for us is rain. We would say it can rain about 2 days before the fair, and then don't rain again until it's after, because my backyard's got a slight hill in it. I did take a little bit of that skin tag off. Felt that catch. Yeah, we're done. Ooh. Maybe eating the peanut butter and honey for breakfast toast, not a good idea all of a sudden. It's like suddenly my stomach's doing cartwheels. Ooh. Or maybe it was just bending over and then getting up real quick. All right. Let's do some Avon Wild Country. Oh, Man, it smells good. A little more. Yeah, just a little more. There we go. Now there's so many scents in this stuff that's it's a little tingly right here. I always get that. It's like that transition line between plus I got a lot, you know, right on the scar tissue that's all there. Sometimes that catches a little bit. So that was Avon Wild Country. I mean, they make it as a cologne now, but you can spray on. That's good. All right, so that's the shave of the day, everybody. Brought to you by Stirling. God, it's an excellent base. Now it's like naked and smooth. Add whatever scent you want to it. There you go. It'll make you really happy. And let's see. There we go. We got the Wizamet Super Iridium blades. Nice and sharp, man. These things get good with this Krisp razor. Just smooth. Man, that is smooth shave. Gets the job done. All right, so that's everything. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.